Welcome to Decoding 40 After Dark.
Hey, yo, what's up there, guy?
What's going on?
What's up, everybody?
That time.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Decoding 40 After Dark. I am clearly trying to get my focus together, both on the camera and in real life. So what's up, y'all? What's up, Rick? Give me some news I can use, man.
What's going on? DMX is dead. Black Rob is dead. Shock G
is dead.
Dead. 3 weeks running. What is going to happen
That's
next
it.
week?
It usually comes in threes. We need to stop. We need to stop right there.
It's been I guess we're at that age now where we're losing people. Like Andre Harrell gone.
Yeah, but Shock G was like 57. How old? Andre Harrell wasn't that old either.
He was, yeah, he wasn't that old.
I gotta admit, this has really made me rethink my
Heavy D, Prince Marky D.
Word. This has really made me think my state, because you can't assume you're gonna be here till you're 100.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta make sure you gotta get your estate together. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get the lawyers. I got lawyers watching lawyers.
Hello. Welcome.
Who's on your shirt,
up,
Rick?
John Paul.
Nina Simone.
I need that.
I'll be Nina Simone and defecating on your microphone. Ready or not?
Hello.
Here I come.
Yeah.
Jean Paul, Killer Cam.
What up, Jean Paul?
John Paul .ta. .ta. Every time you come in the room, that's what I'm gonna say. .ta. Yo, I feel like I need some Tribe Called Quest this week. I feel like this Tribe Called Quest is gonna make it all better this week. I'm on this Killer Cop PTSD. I need some.
Which album?
I don't know. I'm gonna start with Hot Sex on the Platter, but that's not really where I'm at. I think it's gonna be the second album.
Are you
People's Instinctive?
Low End Theory.
Low End Theory.
If you do Spotify, this is Tribe Called Quest.
Is the name of the list?
It'll take you on a nice journey.
Jason, the Kimmy, what's up?
Where is LO?
LO, we killed him. He's in a Foot Locker.
I don't know. Maybe he's having internet problems.
My first internet.
He's probably pooping.
That's horrible.
I don't know, Vinny. I thought there's no eating on the live. There's no eating on the live, Vinny.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
There's no eating on the live. Remember, I got chastised for that.
He didn't even mute himself.
It's okay when he does it.
Do you hear me?
No, it's not okay when he does it.
It's okay
when he does it.
No, it's not okay.
Am I smacking into the mic or am I?
Whether you're smacking or not, that was the agreement.
It's not okay when he does it.
It's your smacking that bothers me, sir.
I love how the rules are nuanced when they're assigned to other people. It's great. I'm gonna drink to that. Tell him to get off the toilet. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't go in the toilet and be like, yo, LL, let me lift you off the toilet and come in the other room. That doesn't sound like a good look. Pause.
Did someone just sniff? Who sniffed it?
No, Rick snickered.
No,
that was
I was sighing at my disappointment.
At your disapproval and your snackage.
Yeah, completely disappointed.
Because he ripped me a new asshole
about
did. Eating on the live. And then here comes Vinny talking about. So, and you know what?
Did anybody hear me smacking? All right, in the room.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
For
some reason, you thought you were immune to the rules.
It's a piece of bread. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
All I had was pretzels. That's all I had.
But it doesn't matter what it is.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying
other people are hearing.
Oh my God! Did you start eating?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't him this time. It was the other guy.
Vin was over there eating, and I was like, "Oh, he's immune from the rules."
I had a piece of bread. I'm sorry.
Unacceptable.
So just so everybody knows what we're talking about. Just so everybody knows what we're talking about. We had an agreement, which honestly, to be 100% honest, I forgot about, that we can drink on the live, but we wouldn't eat on the live. And when we're recording, we wouldn't be crunching, munching, whatever, because the mic picks all of that stuff up. So I did it one time, and Rick railed on me and
one time. That's a lie.
And ripped me a new one. And you shut up because you're eating right now. And then Vin
I'm
is
not
up
eating
here
anything
eating,
anymore.
and Vin is up here eating. And
I had
not
2
following
pieces
the
of
rules.
bread. I had 2 little pieces of bread, and I wasn't even eating it on the mic like how you be eating on the mic.
I don't care if you had one McNugget, motherfucker.
This sounds like you eating a fucking wildebeest.
I don't.
When you're fucking
just
on the microphone.
Hold on, just for the record, I didn't go off on you because you ate on the mic. I went off because you were like, "Did we have that agreement?"
I honestly didn't remember. I promise. I didn't.
Stop
like
it.
no. Yo, my memory. I have the memory.
STOP.
Hold on. I have the memory of a goldfish. Like real talk. Like you got to really sink it in. It's no bullshit. No bullshit. But anyway, I'm not the victim. I'm not the criminal this week. I am not eating. All my snacks are put away.
I apologize to my teammates. And I apologize to all those who are watching on the live tonight that saw me eat the 2
Wait, so you were
pieces of
chewing
bread.
on the mic?
No,
He was eating bread.
No,
like
he was eating.
I was
you were
eating, but I
muted.
was
muted.
here.
No, he wasn't mute. He wasn't
But
mute.
you couldn't hear me. You could see me putting the piece of bread in my mouth, but you couldn't hear me.
Got
So I apologize if anybody was offended by me putting some bread in my mouth to nourish my body for the long hours that we
Don't try to
recorded.
qualify. Don't try to qualify.
I accept your apology.
I don't. I wasn't here, but I don't. Because
I don't accept it either.
the reason why I'm late is because I made myself a quick fast sandwich.
And you ate that off the mic, right?
Off the mic and off air.
Okay.
I told the audience that you were pooping.
Actually, I was taking an incredibly long piss, which was out of control. I was like, I'm still going. That's nuts.
Hold on. It's time.
While I was
Sent
making
me something on my phone and it said that I hog-tied her. I don't know how to hog-tie people. What would I hog-tie?
Why would I hog-tie?
I don't know how to hog-tie people.
Aura.
Can we get him on the show just to say that?
Aura.
Aura.
The Aura. Why do you keep doing it, Aura?
It's so fun. So I just joined a black networking group for professionals, and they were like,
shit down.
They were like, we need a name, and I was like, how about the Chocolate Factory? And one of the guys was like,
exactly.
He was like, too soon.
Aura.
I was like, but we could call it the Chocolate Factory. They was like, no, too soon.
That would be good.
How long do you think it'll take before you just completely eviscerate that group?
Actually,
I think the next time he goes to scan his card, it's not gonna work. His card is not gonna work.
Yo, it's an invite only, very high caliber group, and I'm honored to be invited, and I feel privileged to be in the room. That's all I'm gonna say.
You like Hydra in that group, though.
I'm like, what?
Hydra.
I'm like, Hydra. No, that's not true. That's not true. Listen. If you're excellence, I don't care what you look like. If you exude excellence, I'm with you 100%. I'm in.
Less if you black. Yo,
not true. That's a lie.
For the record, Jason Hayes, I've had enough to drink to ban your ass from this room. So I suggest you walk a thin line, my friend.
Jason be
in a couple of weeks.
Jason be busting shots.
You know how awkward it would be? I go to your house and I banned you from this fucking conversation. That would be hilarious.
Listen, that's business. All right, that's what I do. It's what I do. You're fucking with what I do. So I had to ban you.
What's up, Linton? What's good, man? How are you? Welcome to the chat. But man. I don't know if you banned him though. If you banned him, here's the question: if you ban somebody from the chat and then you go to their house, are they allowed to not offer you a drink and you not feel some type of way?
First off, when I go to his house, I bring my own drinks.
Wow.
I bring him drinks.
Yeah, exactly. No,
I do too. I do that too.
I bring drinks that I know he won't drink, because then when I go back, I know my bottle will still be there.
Wow. This nigga stashing bottles like fucking squirrels.
I do. I leave bottles at his house.
I got a bottle over here, bottle over there, just in case, you know.
What is everybody's bottle strategy? I have a bottle strategy when I come to everybody's house. I have a bottle strategy, but what is your bottle strategy? Do you guys have a strategy, or you just like grab whatever the fuck is there?
No, what I try to do is depends on who it is. I try to bring drinks that I think they might like. He said bring I love and hate this dude at the same time. I try to bring something that people will enjoy, but at the same time, depending on whose house it is, like when I go to Nikemi and Jamal's house, I bring stuff that I know I like because they don't really drink. So I like to leave stuff there. So when I go up there, I know I have something. I did. Let me just say this.
Yeah.
I did wipe the fuck out of their tequila one night because I was watching it. We were watching their kids, so I drank their tequila.
Yeah, you talked about that on one of the podcasts.
Yes, I did. Yes. I drank their tequila and left probably not even maybe half a shot in that bottle.
Oh, that's disrespectful. Why would you leave a swallow in the bottle?
They're not really drinkers though.
That's just disrespectful to leave that just little swallow there. You should just.
That's not the point. Yeah,
they have 4 kids. Have you watched 4 Kids?
What? Were you leaving
why
some?
Did you just drink the rest of the
kids?
That was me leaving a message.
The message was next time there better be 2 bottles.
That was
here.
a passive aggressive message.
Yeah, next time there better be 2 bottles. That's what he was saying, basically.
Like, y'all better start drinking.
Oh man.
No, I just have to say that of the 2 people outside of my immediate household that I adore, I love those 2 people and their family.
That's
wonderful.
Up, yeah.
Shout out. So I try to bring a bottle. I try to bring a bottle to leave, and I try to bring a bottle of something that I would like to drink, just in case they don't have anything they want to drink. And then I try to leave the majority of the bottle, even of the stuff that I like there. So if it's something I like and I know I'm going to drink it, I'm going to buy way more than I normally would, so that whatever I'm drinking, they will have. So in other words, if that night I'm on some Grey Goose, I'll get a giant Grey Goose because I know I'm gonna have 4 drinks out of it, and other people might have some, but there will still be some left for the household. And then I try to bring another drink that I think that they might like, or something that I think reminds me of them, and I always try to bring 2 bottles. That's my strategy. I don't know if it works all the time.
I just bring what I know most of the people I want to go see. Like if I'm gonna come over to Rick's crib or L's crib or Mac's crib, and I know we're gonna be drinking something, I'm gonna bring something we all gonna drink. Because I'm not a drink, but I will drink with you guys because it's like it's I won't say it's peer pressure. It's like, hey, we just talking shit. Next thing you know, you're like, yo, the bottle's gone already.
I was gonna say you say that, but I remember when we were in the studio. Not too many bottles made it out alive.
Of course, no, none of them did. None.
It's a rare occasion.
It's a very rare occasion.
Hold up.
When we bring like 3 bottles, 1 bottle might escape.
Listen,
right. And they were like, "Nah, I don't want that shit."
Who's taking this? Who's saying, "Yo, Mac, you want this shit?"
There was one. Hold up. There was one time.
Mac, put this in your car.
There was one time. I think. There was 2 bottles, and there was 1 bottle. It might have been Basil Hayden or something like that, and there was some other shit called Redhead Redemption or Red Redemption. It was some bottle with a pistol on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had a pistol on it or something. I don't know what it was. That shit was so harsh. You know, that whiskey was so harsh that was probably left over. There was a whiskey we drank one night that was real bad.
It can't be Redemption because I can't be that jaded in the sense like. Redemption Rye was smooth to me.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It was something that we were drinking one night that someone brought that it just was real harsh. It was real harsh. And I think that was kind of left over.
Oh, wait a minute. I think you are talking about Redemption. Because in my mind, I'm thinking of no, is it Angel's Envy?
No, not Angel's Envy. Angel's Envy is good.
Okay,
but
good.
It was some. Listen, this shit was it was kind of like paint peeling type of whiskey to me. It just
rock gut.
Yeah, it was. It didn't really taste that good.
Oh, I don't know.
But after drinking enough of it, you don't taste anything anymore. It's just drunk, you know. But
So is anybody on the live having cocktails with us? If you are drinking, tell us what you're drinking.
Oh yeah, I would like to know what's people's favorite drink. I said drink. What the hell? Is that
What's your favorite drink?
I ain't talking about boy, you ain't talking about drinking. Knock your ass out. I'm gonna play a quick video.
Stop moving.
There's two.
Wow. I said jink. I don't even know. That's crazy.
Put that jink away.
Y'all Decoding 40 niggas need to stop moving. Hold that
jink away.
Jinking. Put that jink away, boy. I'm gonna play this one video real quick. This dude really gets knocked the fuck out.
Big fella, stop fighting your sleep and come get your motherfucking ass beat. Oh, I'm sleep. Ref, check his gloves for a shut-off notice. He done turned my lights on.
It's hard to understand.
Yo, the donkey noises.
No, I love he said check his glove for a shut-off notice. Because my lights are out.
Yo, that dude that got knocked out was a big Trump supporter, a big MAGA supporter.
Amazing.
And was talking a lot of shit.
He deserved all that.
And
was he?
And he was smiling.
With cornrows?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he was smiling before he took those blows, which was amazing.
Cornrows have no party. Cornrows, just so you know, cornrows have no party.
Oh, they have a party.
He had them rolls in his head, but he got knocked the fuck out. Yeah, he was big.
If you wearing cornrows, you better be independent. Let me tell you something.
Man.
I am praying to. Are we going to 12:30 again?
I hope not.
I hope not.
Okay, good. Because it's going to.
We're going to 1:15.
It's going to be hell in the last half an hour. I hope we go to 12.
Oh Jesus!
Like this delirium is working.
These white tears are definitely kicking in.
Was that Kansas? What you got there, Rick?
Kansas.
Look
canvas.
At that. Look at it. He said canvas. I didn't know the S made a V sound.
No,
it's
canvas.
Canvas.
Oh, wait, hold on.
I'm drinking canvas.
I live in canvas.
What am I drinking?
Oh, the 23rd state. Canvas.
Man. Canvas. Oh man. So what on the chat, everybody out there in the chat watching, what did you guys think about
nobody's drinking with us?
Who's drinking?
Get a fucking cocktail. Come on.
Get a cocktail.
It's late at night.
What do you guys think about what happened in with the Chauvin thing there? What do you think's gonna happen? You think this guy's gonna get he's gonna get years?
The international Jesus is gonna be a tough
international.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I would love to know the international reaction.
Hello, Ramble. I've never seen it.
No. I'm not rambling. I'm just stumbling.
Stumble, yeah.
Stumble. All right, hello, stumble.
I would love to know the international reaction to the conviction of this fuckhead.
What do you guys think about that?
Tears.
Oh, Camelia's drinking white tears.
Oh,
white tears
by Kansas.
Oh man, white tears.
Chauvin.
Yeah, what's the reaction to Chauvin's guilty verdict?
I think Chauvin's gonna get at least half of the max.
He's gonna get 40 years.
I don't think he's gonna get 40 years.
I heard he might get around 12 and a half, which I am inclined to believe he's going to get, which would still fucking suck.
That's not enough time, but I feel like that is enough time for him to get raped multiple times.
Yo,
I mean, I hate to wish this on somebody, but I hope he doesn't make the 12 and a half years.
But
Oh.
No, I want him to make the whole 12.
I do.
Raped.
Just
Get
get
off
off
the
the planet.
This is
Get off
this is
the planet.
This is Chauvin. This is Chauvin pulling up into the jail real quick.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
I know that.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
So, John Paul, you said we are happy to see justice served. Like, what does that mean in Australia? Because one of the things that we've been saying is that justice has not necessarily been served. Accountability has been brought to bear, but it's still not justice, because justice would have suggested that George Floyd was still here.
What, really? Well, I mean, justice for his death. Like, somebody has to pay for the loss of his life.
Well, right now he hasn't paid.
That to me is
all he has is a guilty conviction. That he doesn't have a sentence.
You're right. We will see, but I don't think that this is sort of the litmus test to see if the system is fair, because that's not even really
question.
Yeah, that I saw. I don't know if one of you guys posted it in the chat, but it was a commentator talking about George Floyd and why the world reacted the way that they did, because he died shackled and under somebody's knee. He didn't die fighting back, and that's the way that the world wants to see black
Elie
people.
Mystal said that. Let me tell you, Elie Mystal is one of the most brilliant minds that we have right now in this cultural zeitgeist in terms of what's going on. But yeah, go ahead, continue, because I want to veg you back on that.
The thing is that when we think about if George Floyd was able to fight for his life, and we saw him fighting back for his life, and Chauvin take his life away, would we have rallied behind him in the same way, even though he was fighting for his life?
And I think that's a brilliant point, because what Elie says is that George Floyd died in a way that is acceptable for white people.
Right.
That he died in shackles, in submission, crying for his life.
For his mother, yeah. And crying for his mother.
Right.
Yeah, that was a
and you're right.
video.
Would we have fought as hard if he was stood up fighting this police officer for his life?
Which we have a right to fight for our breath.
Yeah.
We have, that is just a natural reaction to maintain your life.
It's offensive to me that they're talking that his drug use was even brought into the courtroom. That was offensive to me, as well as this whole concept of that he had a fake $20 bill and whatever. All of those things should be of no consequence. Like what they did with Mike Brown and all of that. Like all of that should be of no consequence. Because guess what? If the shoe was on the other foot, whatever we had going on, like the fact that a cop was beating the shit out of us and somebody grabs their gun and shoots the cop, they would be like, oh, you shot a cop. It would be of no consequence that the cop was beating the shit out of you. And it's you know what I mean? And that's my problem.
Here's one of the things. I'm actually working through this in terms of my writing. I'm probably not going to share it, but it's this idea that no matter what you do, you're criminalized. And that the fact that this system works against you in so many ways, and when you either fight back or if you are complicit with it, you still die, is so troubling, because no matter what you do, you're still going to have to deal with the circumstances. And if you do decide to fight back, the fact that all this trauma and all this shit that you're dealing with, that if you behave in a way that sees you or positions you as a violent or destructive or uncivilized person, that somehow is justification for you to die. And that's what we're dealing with. Like, you can deal with all this trauma and all this shit, but somehow the fact that you don't work within the system and you somehow bucket, or you don't comply to every order or every command, that you should die for it. And then there's a justification because you did not fall in line. When
Yeah, but that's the excuse.
But wait, but in fact, the trauma that you're experiencing suggests that you should be as revolutionary, as controversial, as adversarial as possible. But because you do all of that, you still wind up dead. And they will still throw smut on your name.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
We would be less traumatized by this if it was equal across the board.
We would.
But it doesn't work that way.
It does not.
So not only are we more frequently the victim of this sort of brutality, but when this brutality happens, no one ever has to pay the price.
Right.
Except you know what it is that what's crazy about it is that it's just so thoroughly ingrained in the departments. Throughout these departments, you have these like specific organizations, like these little sub gangs that have tattoos, that have, you know, their own little credos and shit like that. And what they do as far as harassing Black and brown folks, or what they do in certain neighborhoods, what they're known to do. So you have within the culture of the police, you have these subcultures, these pockets that are really, really fucked up throughout all these departments throughout the nation. So it's so deeper than just, you know, what we're seeing. It's crazy. Like the entire system is really fucked up.
I feel like Black and brown folks have this secret. Like we know we know this.
Mm-hmm.
We don't actually have to be in the situation to know that cops are out of control. Right? Yeah. Because we know it's just part of the culture. It's part of what we understand about our existence in this country. Black and brown people. But others, they don't even begin to understand what we're living through. Mm. They don't begin to understand the fear, like the everyday fear of just a cop pulling up behind you, right? A little trimmer,
right?
But they pull off,
yeah.
But you still feel it, like,
yeah,
right.
That shit is every day.
Yeah,
yeah.
John Paul is asking me what's my view on Biden's response. I actually talk about this on the show that's dropping this week. I am less than encouraged by his Midland tepid response. I think he should be more aggressive in talking about how this is affecting Black folk. And I feel like if Black folk were the ones that actually got him into office, we should be at the top of his list and prioritize in terms of dealing with the shit that's affecting us. So yes, you're dealing with COVID because it's affecting our communities even more, but we have even a as greater problem with what's happening with the police and these police departments and killing unarmed or the mistreatment of Black folks. So I want him to be more aggressive. And the fact that the vice president is not being allowed to be more vocal about this is really fucking troublesome to me.
Yeah. I didn't hear Biden's response, but I've heard how he just.
He said it's justice, but it's not justice because it doesn't bring George Floyd back, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
And that was nice. I'm glad that he at least called the family. Mm-hmm. But to me, the immediate response should have been Congress pass these fucking bills.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's what makes it, like, to use your term, that's what makes it weak sauce. It's just window dressing. It's just it's the things that politicians are supposed to do that we haven't seen in 4 years. And because America and just people in general has such a short attention span, he's just doing the things that presidents and people in good politics are supposed to do.
Right.
Right? You're supposed to do that. But, we haven't seen it in a minute, and he's just kind of bringing that old shit back. But it's all window dressing. It's all, the layer reef at a fucking the tomb of the forgotten soldier, and it's all smoke and mirrors and bullshit.
But I do think his heart is in the right place. I mean, especially coming from where we were. I think his heart is in the right place.
Fuck his heart.
Come on, B.
Yeah,
Come on, B.
come on.
I don't think
it's genuine.
Hold on. You can't come from the fuckery that we just had and compare the two. It's not apples. It's not apples. It's not apples to apples.
Again, I will quote Martin.
We can't
if you
stop.
Stab me in the back and the knife is in my back for 9 inches and you remove it for 6 or 3, I can't remember the exact quote. The knife is still in my back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said there's another interview where Malcolm says the same thing. He says they haven't even addressed the knife. Like they're not even talking about the knife.
What knife?
What knife? Yeah, he says that Malcolm says it in another interview where he uses the same analogy, but he uses they don't even want to address the knife. We haven't even talked about the knife. Yeah, exactly. We haven't even talked about the knife yet.
Wow.
So
the distance of why it's in my back.
I gotta be honest. Like, I've been completely disconnected. I have no idea what Biden has said since he's been in office. No idea. No clue.
But he has signed some legislation.
What
he has signed
legislation has he signed?
Legislation for African Americans, and on that last bill, he made sure that a large percentage of that second bill was going towards minority communities, African Americans, whatever, and they are now also to fund small business, to against private prisons, to defund private prisons.
I didn't get any money out of that. So,
well, did you file for it? I'm about to get a big check. Shout out to Biden. I'm about to get a big giant check that I didn't know I was eligible for from Biden, because Biden put it up. I'm about to get a big 5-figure
from
check.
Biden himself. He wrote it.
Yeah, it literally says Joe Biden on the check. No, from the government. But what I'm saying is that I didn't know that I was eligible for it.
Yo, don't be talking that shit. Listen. Yeah. We are not affiliated with Mac or his business, so don't be coming for me.
No. No. So if anybody
loans and shit like that, nigga, I don't know nothing about that. I don't want no.
I don't think you get PPE and fucking pay people in.
No, but everybody should know this.
Palestine or Pakistan. I don't think you can do that, bro. They gotta live here.
Everybody should know this. If you had a relative. If you had a relative that passed from COVID and you paid for it out of pocket, the government will reimburse you the funeral expenses.
Right.
Really?
But if they had life insurance, no. But if you paid cash for it out of, like my father passed, I paid cash for it. So they're gonna reimburse me the entire funeral expense, all of it. Oh, wow. So I'm about to file that. Send in a receipt, and they said all I gotta do is send in a receipt, date of death, death certificate, check.
And in 7 months, you'll get your check.
Yo, I'll wait.
No, I mean that's dope. But what I'm talking about is
shout out to Biden. Thank you.
Systemic change, or at least shock the system and say, because he's starting to say the right words, but on his watch, so many black people continue to be violated by the state.
Yeah, but that's why I say it's not gonna be overnight. It's not gonna be overnight.
I don't want it to be overnight, but I want you to start talking about it
because those
in
police
aggressive terms.
Those police that are on the street are gonna do the same thing that they did the night before, until it actually costs them something, whether it's their freedom or it's their pension. Until it costs them something, they're not going to change what they do.
For facts. So Dr. Umar was saying, and I agree with him, that people need to start going after the pensions, and the police unions.
Yeah.
That's when it's going to hit. Because then it's going to be, then the unions are going to be like, yo, you costing us fucking money. You got to go.
Well, I think well, they're trying to get the well, we have two states. I know New York, and I'm not sure the other one that's getting rid of the qualified immunity, which is in the right direction, I think, to start holding some of these police officers accountable financially as well.
So let me ask you guys a question. What's a shock to the system look like? Because that's a very broad statement, but let's put some
shock to the system is talking directly to Congress and saying, I wouldn't say it in these terms exactly, but I would say you motherfuckers need to pass this bill.
For me, shock to the system would be NYC taking the most the officers that they know have committed the most excessive force, because there's officers who have multiple offenses who've been reported by multiple people.
Right.
You start getting rid of them.
Chauvin, for example.
Yeah.
Yo, you got to get rid of all the cops that got nicknames in the hood. If the cop name is RoboCop or some shit like that, and he's known as that nigga in the hood, he has to be the first one to go. Like those cops with those nicknames. There's cops in the hood. They're usually the white bald-headed officer, with the tattoos, who's really racist and who'll be cracking heads. We had one like that in Lakeview. There was a fucking Nassau County cop that was like that everybody knew. It's like, those dudes, why are they even, like, how are they even still cops? And they have a record.
There are police officers on New York City police force that have multiple excessive force reports. But the problem is that the NYPD investigates NYPD.
Right.
The punishment comes down. So even if the Civilian Complaint Review Board sees it, they give their recommendation. NYPD has the final say.
Exactly. And it's usually, if it's something, it's a slap on the wrist. It's not severe. You got to really do some crazy shit to get fired.
So people have multiple offenses, and if you don't let those people go, you just kind of say to the rest of people, like, this is okay,
right?
Because as long as you're protected.
And that's what I was gonna say. How do we quantify crazy? Crazy should be you have your fucking knee in somebody's back, right? And Chauvin apparently had his knee in a 17-year-old's back for longer than the time that he had in George Floyd's back. So how is this person still on any police force? And the fact that he did that because he felt like, I didn't suffer any repercussions from doing this before, so why would I feel I can't do this now?
You know what? I saw I saw a TikTok, and it was this I guess he was like a chief or something like that. And he brought up a good point. He talked about licensing police so that you would be licensed, and that in order to keep that license, you have to follow a certain code. And if you break that code, you use your license, which means that you can't go and become a police officer down the block at another place. It'd be like a federal type of thing where now
I love that.
I like that approach.
I love that.
Now, if you lose your license, you can't go to fucking New Mexico or somewhere else to be another piece of shit cop.
Because that's what lawyers do.
You need a license. Exactly. You need a license to drive a car. Why don't you need to be a license to be a police officer?
Yeah.
I think that's amazing.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I love that. I love 100%.
So,
and I think that's part of
to that gentleman.
So somebody asked, like, what does shock to the system look like? I think that's part of it. Like presenting those type of ideas on a federal level where police officers are not just under these state jurisdictions where they can just do whatever based on what this fucking
there
state
has to be oversight.
What state legislators are saying. So what I want to see is cops being accountable for their actions.
Yeah.
What I also want to see is after every engagement, the cop should get a rating like Uber. How did you treat the person? What was involved? Whatever. Now, I don't expect every engagement when you give me a ticket to get 5 stars, but at least you can say, listen, the person was respectful, whatever the case may be. There should be some type of accountability that the citizen should be able to report on the officer.
Yeah, you're gonna get a thumbs down every time you.
Yeah,
stop
exactly. I don't know how's that gonna work.
No. I understand.
I'm sorry.
If you stop me for speeding, I'm giving you a thumbs down.
No, I understand that, but if right, but
I'm
that's
trying to
very
get
different.
anywhere.
You video give him 5 stars. Video give him 5 stars.
Oh,
I was speeding.
Oh,
5
no,
stars.
Get the fuck out of
Vinny
here.
would be
Wait.
like,
Thanks
Are
for
you
catching me.
Are you union? Are you union? Let's have a break. Let's have a break together.
Oh, you motherfucker. I don't
Thanks
listen.
for catching me, officer. 5
listen,
stars.
I don't.
He was
I don't.
speeding too.
I wasn't drinking, but they were.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
who said that? Who said
Never.
that? The person who said that is actually on this fucking.
I was
cast.
speeding, but they were going just as fast as I was.
No.
Him, that guy, get him.
That's right, babe. I'm a union man, right?
I wasn't
fucking money.
drinking, but they were.
I wasn't drinking, officer, but they were. Who said that?
Yeah. Can you get your shop steward down here? I need your shop steward. All right.
Let's see if
So yeah, man, it's rough in these streets, man.
we got another video.
Yeah, I'm gonna play one right now. This one's like 2 minutes long, so I might let it rock for like a minute. But this dude is funny as hell.
You just lost yourself a customer. You think I own this business? You think I own IKEA? I'm a part-time employee halfway through a 2-week notice. I don't give a shit. I'm telling all my friends not to shop here. Tell them. You think I want 5 other yous running around the store? Have them call me, I'll tell them. You think you hate this place more than me? I work here. I know the sale ended last week, but can I still get a discount? Do you hear yourself? We can't go backwards. Time marches on. You want the sale from 15 years ago, too? When's it end, Diane? You want that price? You're going to have to go through the quantum realm with Ant-Man. Do you know how much money I spend here? More than you should. Meatballs ain't that good. Save your money. And my time. Doesn't matter how much you spend here. We don't thank our donors. This isn't PBS. Every time I come here, my order gets messed up. Then stop coming. Make my day. Every time you come here, your order's messed up. Sounds like you're making the mistake. Look inward. You're ordering the wrong shit. I'd like to speak to your manager. I'd like to speak to your mother. Tell her she should be embarrassed. She raised someone to act like a baby in public. You want to speak to the manager, please? The manager doesn't know what's going on. Haven't you ever worked anywhere before? I know that's not right. I used to work here. Well, things change. Sorry they didn't run it by you first. You used to work here. Well, I used to be happy. Then you walked in. Can you just check in the back? Can you just accept we don't have it? The back ain't some magical place. What do you think is back there? Santa's workshop? The only thing back there is a clipboard with our schedules and some brownies Darcy brought in. The website said it was in stock, and what do your eyes say? Sometimes it's wrong. The website also has pictures of employees smiling. You see that? You should go yell at your computer instead of me. It'll get you the same result. Nothing. This is cheaper at other stores. Then shop there. Why are you here? Do you need directions? I'll get you some. I'll call you an Uber. Cheaper at other stores. I don't set the prices. I'm a seasonal employee.
Yo,
he murdered that. Murdered that.
I need his phone number.
He murdered.
He can make phone calls for me.
Yeah,
This guy is unbelievable. He's unbelievable. B. Oh my god, that was hilarious.
You know, the only one that hurt my feelings was is it possibly in the back? Because I ask that all the time.
He says, "What do your eyes say?"
What do you think is Santa's workshop back there?
He said there's a clipboard and brownies that Darcy brought in.
Yo, but I feel like, maybe the inventory wasn't brought out, or I don't know. But
I've said that. I said
that works at like clothing stores, but like
I know. But a lot of times they look
you
at
have
you
this
like,
in the back?
no, that's it. No,
You have this in the back? No, just what's
No, we
out.
don't.
Just what's out. Just
But
what's
you
out.
you it depends, because sometimes you might get that employee that goes the extra mile, but most of the time, if it's the motherfucker folding shit, he's not gonna stop folding.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, nah, we don't got it.
But you know what though? I feel like
You sure?
people that's no longer the case. Like that whole what's in the back, unless it's like a shoe store or something like that. For the most part, like that's not a thing anymore. Like what's in the back, they put everything out. Like
But
they don't
I'm
hold
just
the
saying-
same
but
kind of
like,
inventory.
it
Like they
depends
used
on
to
when you
20 years
get
ago.
there, though. In my mind, I'm thinking there might be more inventory in the back that they just may not have necessarily brought to the floor.
There's been 2 occasions where I've gone to Home Depot and I've said, where is this? Because I've already researched it on your website. Where is this thing? We don't sell that. All right. Okay. And I walk around on my own and then I find the thing. I'm like, what the fuck? Come
I
on.
thought you didn't sell it.
Did
Nah,
you go
Home
back?
Depot-
You don't even have to go in the
Wait,
back. Like
you
it's in the front.
Do you go back to the floor representative and
You
say,
can't ever find them.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
No, they
They-
disappear.
you can't
into the-
ever
they do
find
the
them.
mist. They
Yo,
disappear
I
into the
think
mist.
they die after that. After
No,
you
you
leave
know-
them, they die.
They throw
No,
down
what-
that ninja mist and they're fucking
Hold
gone, bro.
up. What you don't understand that
That ninja smoke bomb, and they're gone.
listen, they're portals. They're actual portals that they go through in Home Depot that goes directly from where they are to their break room. Because you can't never find these motherfuckers when you need them. And there's
I'm like, hey, wait, hey, they're
listen,
gone.
the Home Depot where I live at, there's like 2 dudes in there that know what they're talking about. 2 Guyanese dudes. There's one Guyanese dude, he'll help you. He knows exactly where everything is. Great guy. Like I look for him all the time because he doesn't mind helping you. You ask anybody else, like where are the light bulbs? Something as simple as that. Light bulbs. Yeah, go back, go, like keep walking towards Gardens, and then like look to your left. You're gonna see him like, I don't know, like 5 aisles down.
I'm
they
actually
have no
going
idea.
to beg to disagree.
They're just sending you as far away from them as possible.
Exactly.
I'm going to beg to disagree. Light bulbs is easy. They'll probably send you to the right aisle. Now, if you're talking about shit like
Tile.
no, not tile, like a specific screw,
Yes.
they'll send you to
Ooh.
the screw aisle, and they won't give a fuck which aisle you go in,
Yes.
as long as you get the fuck away from them.
Yes. Yes.
Because
It
I've tried to
depends,
find,
though. It depends because sometimes you get the guy that's over aggressive who's like, "Come on, I'll take ya." I get that guy all the time. Come
Not in
on,
the-
I'll walk
not-
you down.
not in the-
Come
not-
on.
That
not
guy is rare. He
not-
does not
yeah.
work every day.
Not in Home
Come
Depot
on,
in
I'll
the
take
Bronx.
that.
Not
He
in Home
don't.
Depot
He
in the
don't.
Bronx.
Not the Home Depot in Jersey
No,
City.
I go to
Hell
Home
fucking
Depot.
no.
I go to Home Depot in Westchester, and they're very.
Yeah, well, there
oh,
you go. Well,
Come
there-
on,
There you go.
Well,
There you go.
well,
That's
there
the
you go.
difference.
Come on, I'll take ya.
That's
I'll
the
take
difference.
ya.
Because Todd wants to help you, because Todd wants your black ass to get out the store faster.
Yeah, but
So
Todd
he's
is
helping
usually
you.
Raheem, and Raheem is still very helpful. Raheem's like, "Come on, I'll take ya." No, he's
The
very
Home
helpful.
Depot in Bedside, good luck, bro. Good luck.
I'll tell you the most helpful departments: paint.
Yes, you're right.
Paint.
keys.
I got
keys.
Keys, because you got to find that motherfucker first, though.
Yeah, he's never where he's supposed to be.
always walking
over there.
around.
Yeah, he's definitely like, hold on. He's like, hold on, I'm coming.
Yeah,
My Home
exactly.
Depot
The
is a
key dude
the
is
keys
like
is
the-
a machine.
Keys.
Yeah.
There's not a person. You just put it in the machine and you're good.
Well, it depends.
No.
Some of the Home Depots still have the manned like little booths.
No, I'm saying
the-
mine. Does that has
Okay.
The guy that sells appliances.
Appliances is somewhat the other
Washing
one I was going to say
machines, all that
is countertops.
Countertops and
cabinets.
cabinets.
Those people are always sitting at their desk because they
You know
know.
why?
Say again?
Commission.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
you know who else? You know who else? You know who else? Gardening.
gardening.
It's-
Yes, they're
Gardening
always there.
and flowers. They're
always
very
there.
helpful. They're always there.
Because
They're the
it's-
nice.
I would.
They
Yeah,
are
there's no
actually
lady
the
there.
nicest people in the store.
Yes. The fourth one
Gardening
is
is
rentals. They never have the fucking rental you want, but they're always fucking there.
They're always there.
They're always there.
But the gardening people are the nicest people.
Well,
in
the
the store.
gardening people is usually an old lady there. She's retired.
No,
She
and the
helps
paint
out.
guys, the paint
Yeah.
people are very nice. The
The paint guys at my Home Depot were
The
assholes.
paint guys will give you attitude at the beginning,
Yes.
but eventually they soften up.
Yo,
Yo,
that is such an accurate assessment. That is such an accurate assessment. Because you could ask them a question, they'll be like, because they've got so many customers, they'll be like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah. Yes, we have that. And
It's
then
over
when
there.
you start to talk to them, they'll be like, oh, yeah, we got this. I'm gonna blend this with this, I'm gonna mix this with this. It'll be ready in 15 minutes.
You know when they get really nice, when they start banging the thing on the can, they bang the can to get you out of there. They're putting the lid on. They're very nice at that point.
Yo,
Well, at that
They know
point,
you're
you're
about
not
to get
even
the fuck
there.
out of here.
Because
About to get out of here.
I'm
at that
usually
point.
like, all right, I'll be back in 15 minutes. I'm gonna go take care of some other stuff, and then be like, all right, we'll be ready when you get back.
Canary
of
yellow.
Home
Canary
Depot.
yellow. Yeah, here you go. There you go.
Speaking of Home Depot, my wife had what I would say is a check a white person moment the other day. We was in Home Depot.
Oh,
So
what'd
we
you
going
say?
to look Al. I love those moments.
I know, I want it.
So we're in the Home Depot and I went to get some spray paint to redo the fire pit that I had, little portable fire pit. So we're in there, and in the Home Depot, again, in Jersey City, it's supposed to be locked, but it ain't locked. The fucking lock is undone, and you can just get into the spray paint. So we're over there, we're looking for the spray paint, and it has to be a certain high heat spray paint. So my wife is, she was putting like the lock back on one of the gates. Now, we were both wearing our Decoding40 t-shirts. Shout out to Decoding40 t-shirts, right? She's dressed in all black leggings on, right? And this white gentleman comes around the corner and starts talking to her to, like, I guess, get help. So my wife just ignores the motherfucker, right? He doesn't get it.
Was he an employee or was he a customer?
No, he was a customer.
Okay.
Talking to my wife.
Oh, he thought
like
she
wife,
was.
Yes, because
Okay.
I guess he assumed because he saw her, tightening up the whatever, the gate or whatever with the chain. So she just ignores him. The motherfucker didn't get the clue at that point that my wife doesn't work there, and the gentleman still talks, still saying some shit. My wife says, "Sir, I'm shopping as well." Some shit like, "Sir, I'm shopping too." Like with this voice. And the white dude is like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry." He just kind of like walked away.
First of all, your wife has a very cool and calm disposition. I can just imagine her being like, "Look, motherfucker."
As you said that, I heard her say, "Sir, I'm shopping too." She wasn't quiet about it.
I don't hear any "sir" out of her mouth. I definitely.
I don't know if I saw
"Look,
hear
motherfucker."
sir.
I heard "look, motherfucker." That's
I hear "look, motherfucker."
or my guy. I heard my guy.
My guy. Yes,
My guy. Listen.
I can envision my guy.
Can't be like, "Yo, my guy."
No. My wife was like, "Sir, I'm shopping too." And he just she did take a breath first. She took a breath first.
That breath was like,
she took a breath because when the dude was like trying to get her to help, she just was like, she's like,
"My guy.
I'm shopping too."
And then my wife will
fuck away from me.
Yo, we were talking about it in the parking lot, right? And we're laughing about the shit. And my wife says, like, everybody fucking knows that the motherfuckers at Home Depot have an orange, But
you had a black and orange t-shirt on.
No, she just had he couldn't see the thing, the front of it. But he could see if she was wearing one of those fucking orange ass aprons, and she wasn't wearing one of them orange ass aprons with her name on it.
Wait, have you ever
written in marker?
Has
Exactly.
has anyone ever, or has anyone not been identified as someone who
Of
works in the store
course.
that they don't work in?
Of course.
That's happened
Of
to
course.
me many times.
And
Hi, do
I-
you work here? No, white lady,
You
I
know.
don't work here.
I think
No. And most of the time I've never had to be belligerent because some people, I remember one time, I never forget this shit. I was I forgot where I was at shopping at. It was somewhere
I
in
thought
Jersey.
you never
City.
forget this shit.
I never forget it, but I don't remember.
Wait. No,
I
forget. No, hold up. So I was at a
Oh,
store.
so you kind of forget this shit.
Did you
Okay.
forget
No.
it or did you not forget it?
I didn't forget it. Let me finish.
What's
So
this,
I'm at a
what
store.
are the details?
I'm at a store.
What store?
And I was at.
I'm just
You know you done fucked up, right?
You know you done fucked up. No, I was at Stop and Shop in Bayonne.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
I was doing shopping, and this she wasn't really old. This Russian
How old
white
was
woman.
she?
She was in her 50s. This Russian white woman, right?
I'll never forget
And
it.
This Russian white woman, right? She starts coming to me. She's kind of motioning. She's trying to like talk to me, broken English. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, can you help me? Can you help me? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Can you help me? She wanted me to help her like
Motion
lift some
towards her
shit up.
crotch?
No, motion towards her crotch. She wanted me to help. No, the bottom line is that she wanted me to help her take all her groceries out to her car. And I was like, ma'am, I don't work here. And she was like, I know you don't work here.
Here,
Like,
take
she
this.
was-
Take
But
this.
She wanted
I
me
know
to
you
help
don't
her.
work here, but
Yeah,
you're brown.
Yeah,
so,
brown slave boy. Please
Wait,
help me.
Had she paid for the groceries?
Yes. And I was like, ma'am, I don't work here. I know, but help me. I was like, no, I'm not fucking helping you. I don't know you.
Oh,
Don't you?
that's mean. That's mean.
I actually would have.
That's not
I
me.
would have.
I would
I
have.
don't know.
mean.
No, fuck
Well,
that.
no, it depends. It depends. It
No.
depends. It depends.
No.
Wait, did she
If-
say,
if-
"Hey, nigga, help me"?
That's what I
Blackie.
heard. That's what I heard.
Blackie.
Was she even open her
Blackie.
fucking mouth to me? That's the
Blackie,
fuck I
put shit
heard.
in car. Put shit in
Wait,
car.
no,
Blackie.
seriously though. Did she say, "Can you help me"?
And she was trying to get me to help her lift up the watermelon. That shit was racist as shit.
Oh my god.
Racist as shit. I didn't like it. No, I didn't help her.
I would have helped. I would have helped.
It
Nope.
depends. No, it depends.
Wait, Z, are you saying you would have charged her $200? Jesus.
Some 80-year-old white woman who is in desperate need. I have half an Alzheimer's.
No,
help
she
me.
wasn't 80.
Yeah.
How
How
old
old
was
was
she?
she?
She was like in her 50s. She could lift the shit up, but she was like, "Can you help me?" I was like, "No, I don't work here, man. I know you don't work
Did
here."
she say, can you help me?
No, it wasn't like that.
You sure?
Oh, wait, she didn't say, "Can you help me?" And she didn't say, "Nigga, can you help me?" And you still felt like you couldn't help her?
I feel like Vinny missed out on a money-making opportunity here.
See, no, but
You could have made a little
You
extra
would
cash.
charge $200. So
Yeah. Yeah.
could you
But-
have
but I
charged
said-
her money? Get a $20 tip?
No. I felt offended by it because that's
That's what I'm
beneath
saying.
me.
It's all in the approach. It's all in the approach. See if the white woman, because I've had that happen to me.
Nick,
I've had people come
Mac,
up to me.
I
and
know
go,
you helped a white woman. I know you went out of your way to help a white woman. I know you did. Did you or did you not?
You are the only white woman that I've ever helped. You are the only white
No,
woman.
time out. Did you help her or not? Did you help her or not?
I've helped a lot of black women too.
Oh,
but
No.
God.
Did you help a white woman with her groceries?
Wait,
I've helped many
I've
people
helped
with
a
their
lot of
groceries.
black women, and I'm gonna count them. One. There was that one.
I've helped a lot of old people with their groceries. I've helped other people at all races, many races. I've helped.
How many?
But-
How many were white?
Oh shit!
I don't know how many. were
Percentage
white.
wise.
I don't
Over
know.
Over 50?
I don't know how many I've helped, but I've helped quite a few people with their groceries. I don't care and I don't discriminate. If you need help and I can help you, I'm gonna help you. That's it.
Well,
But
I
anyway,
wasn't helping that Russian lady. I tell you that
so,
much.
but there was one time I told a white lady no because she expected me to do it. And she turned around and she handed me a bag, very much like Vince. She was like, "Here." I didn't know her. I didn't know that. She was like, "Here, take this." And I was like, "What?" She was like, "I need help to the car." And I was like,
Nah, she didn't hand me no bag. She started to ask me, and I was like, "No."
This woman handed me a bag.
Fuck
It was
outta
bagged up, and she was like, "Here, I need help to the
Here
car."
come, boy.
And I was like, and you need to work that out because her approach was crazy. And then there was another lady.
So if she
her
would have
approach was
said
crazy.
nigga and then handed you the bag, what would you have said?
I would have drop kicked her and took her groceries.
No, you wouldn't. You would
You
have
said this is a teachable moment.
Yeah.
let me explain to you
why this is inappropriate.
Yeah.
I'm going to help you with your bag, but this is a teachable moment. Listen,
Nah, I would have helped her with her
lady.
bag. I would have.
That wouldn't have been a teachable moment.
Nah, ain't nothing teacher. You call me a nigga, we done. We finished.
Darky.
Nigga.
Same.
When she said that, just what if she's like an old lady?
If you say
nigga,
A blackie.
hey,
if you say anything disrespectful, we done. You know.
I'm
if you got
sorry.
anything, if you got anything in your cart that I want, it's mine.
He was
at that
colored.
point.
What did she say?
colored
Colored
gentleman.
man. Hey, colored gentleman.
No,
Mr.
no.
Colored man, brown man.
What if she
That's not a-
says,
that's not a
I
teachable
usually
moment?
don't trust you kind. Your
You're
people.
people, but you're very nice. You're very nice for
But
a
you know what,
colored.
though? I've had people.
Okay, what
I've
if she
had
said that? What if
yeah.
she said that? You seem very nice for a colored man.
You
You're
know
very
what I mean?
nice
That
for
People-
sounds like a
colored.
teachable moment in your world.
Okay, so here's a teachable moment in my world. Mac, you're just so articulate. That one is a teachable moment because what you're saying to me is offensive, and you don't know that it's offensive.
So if
'Cause you
they
like
call
calling
you
me out.
colored,
But do you
that's not
act-
teachable moment?
But do you actually give the lesson? That's the question.
Yes,
And
I
what-
have.
don't believe you
And
do.
what is the lesson?
have,
What
I have.
is the lesson?
You're
The
colored.
lesson is calling me articulate. You're singling me out as articulate, but you're saying that I'm articulate because I'm
All right,
articulate. and
I'm a
black.
65-year-old Russian woman who sees you in the parking lot.
Mhm.
She asks you for help because she hears you talking on the phone and says, "You're a very articulate young man. Can you help me? Can you help me with my bags and get them in my car?" What do you say to her?
Shut up,
Fuck
bitch.
out of here.
Shut your ass
Fuck outta
up.
here. I'm going shopping.
Shut your stupid ass up.
Stupid ass Russian. Bitch, we're done, you bitch. Get out of here.
No,
but
Mac.
nah,
What do you
I
say?
wasn't
What do you
like
say to
that.
her? Wait, Mac. What do you
I
say
don't
to her?
know. I don't know. It depends.
You
on
help
what
her with
it
her bags and you move on with your
I
day.
don't know.
Thank you so much, black friend.
It depends.
Thank you,
It
brown
depends.
man.
It depends. It depends on the approach. If
Nah, I didn't like the way
my
she
thing is
approached
this.
it.
So
I
my
know
thing is
from
this.
my
My thing is this.
interactions,
Yeah.
you really like white people, and you really want white people to appreciate your existence on the planet.
That's
So-
not true. That's not true. I just have deference to all people, and my thing is this: I love my people, but the thing about it is
You
if
love white
come to
people
me-
more.
That's the
I
thing
love
about
how
it.
you tell me about how I feel about black
I'm
people.
fucking with you, but no,
I know
seriously.
you are. But my thing is this. My thing is this. A lot of white people that I come into contact with don't know that they're ignorant. They're just not aware. They're not self-aware that they're ignorant.
You feel that it's your job to inform
teach
them.
Because I think most black
Give 'em
people's
a hug.
automatic. Let me finish. I think most black people's automatic response is "fuck these crackers." I think most black people's response is very negative. And my thing is that it doesn't have to be that. And the thing about it is this: it's true, but it's true.
You're not saying that it's a response. You're
let me
not.
finish,
You're
let me
not
finish,
saying
let me
that.
finish.
You're not saying that whatever we've experienced is a response to our experience.
I think it
You're
is.
saying that
I think it
you're-
is.
I
but
love
but it's
and
not
hate
helpful.
this
You're
show.
saying-
But it's
hold
not
on.
helpful. But it's
hold
not
on.
helpful. It's not
But
helpful.
you're saying that our response to negative treatment is negative, while what is the opposite of negative?
White.
What is the opposite of our response to our treatment by a society that seems to hate us?
What do you?
And
Okay,
wants us to
that's
die?
my question. So that's my question. What do you
So
respond
if
to hate with?
so
you respond
if
to hate with
our
hate?
response, if our
the
response to
question.
that stimuli is
Mm-hmm.
negative, what is the opposite side of that?
Love. You fight hate with love.
Love.
You fight hate with love. You fight hate with love. That's a fact.
So many people.
You fight hate with love. Just because you're ignorant doesn't mean that I need to respond to ignorance with ignorance.
So let me ask
I
you
don't
something.
respond to ignorance
So,
with ignorance.
so let me ask you something. If someone continually slaps you in the face, and eventually you put your hands up to guard your face, is that negative?
No, that's not negative.
That's what we're doing. Simply protecting ourselves from a society that wants to actually harm us. So putting up our hands is not negative.
I want to
But
respond.
what you're
Hold
saying
on.
is that
I want to.
how we should respond is to accept that slap and tell them how much that slap hurt.
I never said that. I never said any of that. So listen.
I should love you enough to say, slap me again, and I'll
King,
explain to you why this slap hurt.
What did Martin Luther King?
Which Martin Luther King?
Mahatma Gandhi.
Yes.
And
Jay-Z.
Here's
South Africa.
Here's the part that I love.
Mandela said,
You're
not letting me finish. You're not letting me finish.
Mostly the people that quote these people haven't read anything that they've written.
Sure.
So I'd like to hear what you say, they say about.
Let's start with King. What's your thoughts on King? What did King say?
Responding to violence with violence is not going to be effective. Responding to violence with nonviolence and love is going to get us further. Now, here's my thing. If somebody comes to me and they are ignorant, and I'm aware of their ignorance, and I respond to them with "you stupid motherfucker," then all I did was I didn't build a bridge. I'm not saying they're not wrong. I'm not saying I'm not offended by it. But at this point, it's like, pause. Let me explain to you why what you're doing is fucked up. Now, you at that time can make a decision whether you want to continue to be fucked up or not. But if I told you what I did, if I told you what you did is fucked up and you continue it, cool. But if I have the wherewithal to not respond negatively to a negative, and I'm like, ma'am, what you're doing to me is offensive, and let me explain to you why it's offensive.
I don't care what it is.
But it's cool.
I agree with what. Hold on. I agree with what Z just said. We have been civil. They have seen the video. It has been at least 50 years since they've all seen what white people and black people have been through the civil rights movement. If at this point you are still on that same bullshit Jim Crow nonsense, get the fuck out of here completely with that bullshit.
I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit because
this wasn't even Dr. King's philosophy.
Wait a minute.
What you're explaining was not Dr. King's philosophy.
What is different if I'm telling you that my response to it doesn't have to be vitriol? Just because I'm telling you, like that shit doesn't impact me. I'm big enough that the slight doesn't impact me enough.
But the problem it does.
The
problem is that it does.
It doesn't impact me enough. So that I need to respond.
But here's the thing.
And vitriol doesn't move the conversation forward. And a lot of times when
it may not have injured you personally, but that injury is coming to you, it's coming to your family, it's coming to your wife, it's coming to your child, it's coming to your cousin, it's coming to your brother.
Right.
It's coming to every person that you are in community with. It doesn't have to visit you personally. It doesn't have to show up on your doorstep in order for it to be impactful. It has to show up.
We just talked about that with the 68-year-old woman who was pulled over.
Absolutely. I'm livid about it. But I'm not there.
So what? We're going to have a conversation with those police officers like they don't know pulling her over and yanking her out of her vehicle like that was unacceptable?
Have you ever had a conversation with somebody which you thought was something was self-evident and they didn't understand?
Nigga, this is every week with you.
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Hold on.
I have these conversations with you guys all the time.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on. You're trying to say that there's a teachable moment for the police officers that drugged that woman out by her car. They didn't know that was wrong. They didn't think that was wrong.
Let me tell you why.
There is no teachable moment with people like that. They should be eviscerated. That was ridiculous.
You cannot tell me that they didn't think it was wrong when he's got his fucking camera on. His man's got his camera on, and they videotaping this shit, and they know they on camera. They thought she slighted them in some way. I'm not giving them a pass. What they did was wrong, and it's fucked up. But you guys are giving everybody. You guys are putting everybody's thought process through your filter. And the problem is everybody doesn't live through our fucking filter. And I understand, and I'm not condoning it, but just because you didn't fucking understand it, if I gotta be like, yo, my guy, you fucked up.
What do you?
And that's okay.
I
And we
don't
can move
understand.
on.
I don't. Hold up. You're making it sound like I can't somehow
Wait,
put one and one together.
You say you fucked up, and we just move on.
What I'm saying
So
is,
there's you're saying
I didn't
that
say there's no accountability. That's not what I'm saying.
So
Accountability.
We can't
and
move on.
acknowledgement.
We can't move on until someone is held accountable.
But the accountability and the acknowledgement that a mistake was made are two different things.
What
they didn't think they did anything
so
wrong.
I said what I
they
said was
they wouldn't have done it.
Okay,
That's
so
bullshit.
what I said, I don't
Some people
care.
do
if they,
things just to be
I
mean.
don't care if he thought he did nothing wrong. He has to be held accountable.
Yes, but
So
that's
accountability.
Did something wrong.
So it's not my job to explain to him why he's done something wrong.
Okay.
You don't explain to a criminal why robbing a bank is wrong. He just gets punished for the crime that he committed.
Yo,
that's it.
Robbing a bank is wrong. He knows robbing a bank is wrong.
And you don't think police know violating citizens are wrong? You don't think?
But it doesn't matter if he knows it's wrong or not.
Wait.
Even if he believes that he has a right to go in the bank and steal money.
No, it doesn't. Because even if you look at
matter.
that video with the
68-year-old
woman, they are violating her search and seizure protections. They're
Why? They thought she committed a crime. They thought she was evading police.
It doesn't matter. Your protections do not dissipate once you are under arrest.
When you evade police capture, you're technically committing a crime. And once you commit a crime, they can go through your personal shit.
No, they cannot. If you say that, you are giving out false information.
Okay.
Because
we've seen
the
police
presumption of innocence still prevails. Police officers cannot search and seize you without probable cause.
The probable cause was she evaded capture.
There's an and.
She did.
Okay, let's just suppose that she did everything that you said that she did. Let's suppose she committed every crime you proposed that she did.
I didn't say
when the police. I don't care. I don't care. Let's just suppose that she did. Whatever crime you say she committed, she did it.
She committed.
She did it. She did it. She's guilty. When that cop opens that door and he sees a 68-year-old gray-haired grandmother,
yes,
to treat her like that,
right?
Wrong.
Because he does. Because
I'm not condoning that.
Period. No, you are condoning that.
I'm not.
You are condoning that.
No, I'm not.
When you justify
it, I'm not justifying it. What I said was,
once he saw who was in that driver's seat, he didn't need to do what he did to control the situation.
I agree.
And that's all he needs to do.
I agree with that, but how did we get there? How did we get there?
Why does it matter? Why does it matter? Why does it matter? Because if we put the only difference is whether she's black or whether she's not black.
If that was his mother, do you think he would have responded the same way?
Absolutely not. I'm not condoning the behavior.
You are condoning the behavior.
I'm not condoning the behavior. If you watch the video, she said, "What did I do wrong?" He says, "We followed you for 10 miles and you didn't respond, and there was 3 cops."
How do you know it was 10 miles?
So I'm just telling you what he said in the video. I wasn't.
My point is, he's talking.
So let me finish. Let me finish. When he yanks her out the car and he does all that extra shit, he's absolutely positively wrong. That shit was absolutely unnecessary. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when he pulled her over, what I said was when he pulled her over, at that point, he felt like there was a commission of a crime, and that was the probable cause where he had right to go through the car.
Even if there was a crime committed. Even if there's a crime committed.
I'll talk.
You cannot look at that woman and drag her out the car the way she did and say that was not appropriate force.
We're not even talking. We're talking about a driving offense. We're not talking about a crime.
Yes, a traffic infraction.
Yes,
he needs to be kicked off the force Full stop. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm talking about is
so then that's
when
what we
he
need
went
to
into
put in
the
order. We don't care. It doesn't matter because if that's a judgment call that you make when you stop a senior citizen, if that's a judgment call that you make, then you don't need to be a police officer. If that's your judgment, because it's about judgment calls.
So let me
right?
let's take that. So let's take that. Let's take what you just said.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to be a police officer. Great. So he gets kicked off the force. Let's take a snapshot of this. This is a case study. Every other officer in the department needs to understand what the fuck he did wrong. And that is where the teachable moment is. Every other officer, when you stop a person, a senior citizen over 62, especially of a person of color, handle them fucking different.
You've got a lot of faith in the system. You've got a lot of faith in the system.
The issue is not the
problem. If you don't do it,
she could have been 23. She should not have been pulled out of a car like that.
If it happens again, because you didn't take the time to train people, you cannot assume everyone is playing with the same deck of cards. The majority of these police officers have 66 fucking college credits. Not all these guys are fucking rocket scientists.
They
and
are
you need
playing
to train,
with the same
you need
cards
to train
because
these fucking dumb cars.
They've been trained by the officers that preceded them.
You've got to train these people
Training officers.
on what's wrong. There's only about 50 to 60 hours of training. This job should have 10 times the training that it has.
Black woman has to suffer through this educational moment.
She shouldn't suffer.
Hold on.
But you're saying she should.
No, I'm not. I'm saying every other officer needs to be made aware of
hold on.
How many times does this have to occur before someone gets the message?
Hold on. Treating somebody with human decency has nothing to do with police training.
Bullshit.
Treating somebody with human decency has nothing to do. I treat people with human decency every day. I'm not trained to be a cop. What are you talking about?
No disrespect. No disrespect to anybody what I'm about to say. Go to fucking Chick-fil-A and order something and go to the Jamaican restaurant. It's about fucking training. Chick-fil-A is about fucking training.
I took that as disrespect.
It's about training. Nah, me not have that. Move off the line. Them motherfuckers at Chick-fil-A, the training over here, motherfuckers is like, hi, good morning, good afternoon. I don't care which fucking Chick-fil-A you go to. It's the same fucking experience. It's about training. Bullshit. It's about fucking training. And if you don't know how to treat people, you're assuming everybody knows how to treat people, but they don't. Especially when you give somebody. Let me finish. Let me finish.
This when you're a child.
Bullshit. You learned it when a child.
Man.
Everybody didn't learn this as a child. You learned it as a child. Stop putting your experience on every fucking body else.
Are you learning? So you're telling me that
when you give somebody a gun and a badge,
is not taught as a child.
When you
something
give somebody
is that simple.
Okay, listen to me. When you give somebody a gun and a badge, you change the fucking perspective. It's bullshit. When you give somebody a gun and a badge, it changes the fucking dynamic. So yes, you need to train people when you give them this power and this authority over people. When you give people this power and this authority over people, you need to train them how to handle that power and authority. The gun and the badge fucks people's head up because it's a lot of fucking power that you're giving somebody. You think
that this just happened? Do you think that they just acquired this power?
They did not. Not. But stop.
No. Don't tell me what I'm acting like. Listen to what I'm saying. This is a long-standing problem that doesn't have. It's not a teachable moment. The entire system is set up.
Sound like everyone is inherently aware of how they should behave in the social dynamic when they've never been around black people, and now they have a badge and a gun and they have power over these people. All they've seen over these people is what they see on TV.
Don't tell me what I'm telling you. I'm telling you that there's a system of white supremacy that makes somebody feel like they have authority over my body. And that is not the truth. So you can't wait for them to realize. We have to tell them that is not the case. We can't wait for them to understand it.
Is the problem?
Is that what you're waiting for? Are you waiting for their understanding? Or are you going to demand your full personhood?
Is the problem?
Answer my question.
I'm trying to. Is the problem?
No, you're asking a question.
That
is the problem. I said, are you waiting? Are you waiting for them to grant you full personhood, or are you going to demand it?
I'm not waiting
That's
for
a
anything.
simple question.
I'm not waiting for anything,
question.
but
so it's not about teachable moments. I'm not here to teach. I'm here to get. I am not here to teach.
Let me ask
I am here to get what
you're
I
acting
am.
as this behavior
Mac,
is inherent.
If you're in that truck,
and
if
that's
you're in that truck,
not
if
true.
Mac, if you're in that truck, they pull you out of that vehicle the way that they pulled that woman out of that vehicle. What are you saying to yourself?
Fuck
I know you guys are normally used to pulling people who are 60 and over out of their car. I want to commend you on the way you pulled me out of my truck, and that it was
like, are you saying this is a teachable moment, guys?
Hey guys, let's get in the huddle.
I know you're not used to black people being in trucks and driving, but
so let me ask you a question. So let's
wait.
So
but are you
wait?
Time out. Are you in your moment of being planted on the ground face down? Are you thinking about, I can't wait for them to lift me up so I can just show them how I'm an exceptional black person?
Absolutely not. I'm pissed off.
So why are you suggesting that any other black person put in that position should somehow be able to take that and then teach these folks who have been trained to deal with the public?
No,
that
but
they
haven't.
should somehow.
That's the problem. It's clear that they haven't been trained to deal with the public.
Mac,
if you watch the video, let me finish.
You're saying that people don't have basic human decency.
Every time I say something, one of the other yous jump on top of me. Let me finish. If they were trained on how to deal with the public, that women would not have been treated that way. If they were properly trained, they wouldn't treat people like that. You can't tell me that officer was properly trained, because he would not have grabbed that woman by the hair and threw her on the ground at her age. He wouldn't have done that if he was properly trained. I'm not giving. Hold on. I'm not giving him
that. Because if she was a white woman that looked like his mother, he would not have done that. I absolutely, unequivocally believe that.
And that is a matter of inherent bias, which is a matter
that's not
of
training.
So it's not a matter of training.
Not training.
It's not a matter of training.
You just said inherent bias.
You can't train somebody.
You absolutely can train somebody out of inherent bias. Absolutely.
No, you can't. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. No, you cannot.
Just like you
that
said
is
before.
Literally,
just like you said earlier.
I'm gonna shout it out her name.
You cannot legislate morality. And that is a moral decision. That was a moral decision that police officer made. That this person isn't a person. Because you have to make them less than human in order to do what you did to them. He didn't see the humanity in her. If he saw the humanity in her, he would have saw his grandmother. He would have saw his relative. He would have saw somebody, an elder, who was to be respected.
Okay. But why is that not a lack of training? Why is that not a lack of training?
Because that's a basic decency.
Exactly.
I mean, that's basic decency. How would no? You're making people
assumption.
You're
making the assumption that all of the people on the police force have basic decency. You're making an assumption that everyone has.
I'm saying they don't. I'm saying they don't.
Police officers make black people as
I'm saying they know the difference, Mac. I'm saying they know the difference.
So let me ask you.
I know the difference. I know that murder's wrong.
Have you ever gotten pulled over by a police? Know that. Have you ever got pulled over by a police officer and had a good experience?
No.
I have.
Why would it be a good experience?
I've had good experiences. I've had
good experiences. Why were you pulled over? You didn't get a ticket? Is that a good experience?
In a sense,
because he gave you $100. Did he give you $100?
They were professional. They did their job. They asked me a question. They said, we were just asking this. Have a good day, sir. They treated me like a human fucking being. And that's it. That's what we're not getting.
By good experience, you mean I didn't get a ticket when I actually deserved one.
So let me ask you a question.
I had a good experience.
So let me ask you a question. When you get a speeding ticket, or when I got a speeding ticket, was that a teachable moment for me?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
When I get a speeding ticket, right?
Because
okay,
because
so
you were
it's a
doing
teachable
some
moment.
dumb shit.
So it's a teachable moment for me, and I was doing some dumb shit. So when I'm saying they're doing some dumb shit, and it's a teachable moment for those stupid motherfuckers, y'all are saying no, it's not a teachable moment.
Well,
so let me ask you a question.
Here's
Mac.
the thing. Here's the thing.
Why is it
different?
Mac, did you know
Why is it no different? Because you
engagement.
have no
On
power
both
in the
parts of the
system.
engagement.
You have no power to have it.
Don't qualify
to
it.
decide.
Stop qualifying it. Stop qualifying it. It's a teachable moment for me. It's a teachable moment for them. Stop
It's not
qualifying
a teachable
it.
moment
Don't
for them.
fucking qualify it.
But that's not.
No,
it's
it's
not
not
black
a
and white
teachable
though.
moment.
It's not black and
moment.
white. It's not
You
black
said-
and white.
You said, what's the difference? You said, what's the
still-
difference?
you
And then I
still-
say,
Hold on.
what's the difference is you say, don't qualify it.
No.
Hold on,
Am I allowed to
wait,
say
wait.
what the difference is or not?
Fake news.
You are, but you can't. But you're saying, oh, but that's different. So you're
No.
qualifying it.
Hold on. I've
Because
told
you're
the
not
story.
an authority figure in
I've-
any form or fashion.
I've
So
told the
So you don't
story.
get to this. So you
I-
don't
so
get
all
to
I said
decide.
was-
You
hold
don't
on.
get
So
to
all I said
decide whether
was-
you had a ticket. You don't get
What
to
I
decide whether you get a ticket or not. Just like
Great.
when you
And
said,
these police
"I'm a
officers-
professor at NYU," and he's like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
Right.
Like,
You're
I don't give a
still getting
shit.
a ticket
Ah,
because
right.
you had no power, right?
Right. So
But
when they
the
say that
police
they're a
officer
police
does
officer,
have power.
but when the police
On
officer,
the opposite side, the police officer
now-
has power
so now the
to.
police
The
officer,
police officer
should
has
be
power to
fired.
write you a ticket, to tow your vehicle,
So the police
to put you in
officer
jail.
should be fired. Listen to what I'm saying. The police officer
Well, you're not
should
listening
be
to
fired.
what I'm saying. You
The police
asked me what
officer
is the
should be
difference.
fired. The
You
police
asked
officer
me
should
what
be
is the
fired.
difference.
And then it becomes a
what?
teachable moment for every other cop. Just like when I get a ticket, they hold you there for a long period of time to show other people that you will get pulled over as well.
I
It's
feel like your
very
defense is
intentional.
just to keep talking and not listen.
All right.
You ask the question and then you don't
It's
listen
always-
to the answer.
It's always 3 against 1. No, I'm trying to be very specific
No, it's
about
me
what my
talking
response
to
is.
you. You asked me a very specific question. You asked me a question. You said, "How is it different?" I said, "You have no power and the police have all the power." Because he can write you a ticket, he can put you under arrest, he can tow your vehicle, he can put it in impound. What can you do? Reject the ticket, not pay it? What happens? You still get towed or you get a fucking bench warrant.
Mhm.
You have no power in that situation. So it's not equal. It's never equal.
I agree with that. But if the cop does something
then-
wrong,
so
that's
then
not.
why-
let me finish.
why-
So I'll let
why are you
talk.
saying I'm
I'll let
jumping on you?
talk. I'll let you talk. So if the cop abuses me, beats me, can you take this shit off my face? Thank you. If the cop abuses me, beats me, and the shit gets caught on camera,
Yes.
that cop should have everything that's coming to him.
Yes.
But just like everyone seeing me pulled over and getting my ticket, and everybody to tell that I got a ticket because I was speeding and all that shit, it's no different than the cop being punished for what they're doing, and it becomes a teachable moment for every other cop. I'm not condoning the behavior, but what I'm saying is if we don't train,
I
these
literally have
people-
no idea what you're talking about.
well, I don't know.
Does anybody understand?
If you don't understand what I'm
What
saying,
his
is what you
point-
guys said is there's no teachable moment here, and what I'm saying is the teachable moment is don't do this stupid shit to black people.
We're saying
Don't do this
we're
stupid shit.
tired
And-
of teaching them anything.
It's not our
You
job.
teach somebody something until you fucking get it,
No,
or you demand a lesson.
no,
No,
No.
no.
What?
no,
The
no. I'm
fuck?
sorry. I'm sorry.
So keep beating me in the head, and I'm gonna keep teaching you.
Keep speeding, and you're going to keep getting points on your license until I take it.
This is different.
Keep beating up black people, you're going
What
to
do
keep
you-
losing your job until eventually
No.
we get somebody.
No.
That has
Oh.
not been the history.
What are you
That has
talking
not
about?
been the history.
I'm
Are
telling
That's
you.
what-
Are you
That's
an op?
exactly
But I'm
what
you
we
an
said
op?
has to
Are
change.
you an op?
I think so.
Y'all are not hearing what I'm saying. We keep demanding it until power. Listen, power concedes nothing without a demand.
No, you didn't say demand
Power-
it.
listen to
I
what I'm
said
saying.
demand it. You
I
said
just said
teach
demand
it.
it. This shit
No,
is
you
recorded. I
just said
we
you just
keep
said demand it.
demanding
You
No,
just
before that, I
said
said
demand
demand
it,
it.
and you
We keep
said teachable
demanding it
moment.
until you right.
I love how you change the narrative, bro.
I love how you make up shit. Because what I just said 5 seconds ago,
I'm making
was
it up.
We keep doing this
I'm making
until
it up.
people understand it. You keep
Hey,
demanding it until
Did
people
anyone
understand
else hear me say that we make these demands? And Max
listen,
said we
what-
do teachable moments.
What is
is
different
that,
now?
is that not
than
how we
60
got into
years
this
ago?
conversation to
What
begin
is-
with?
Hold on. What's different now than 60 years ago when police were literally opening up hoses and sicking dogs on black people. So do you not think they got the message then? Because every decade has seen police brutality against black people just continue. And now we are in 2021 and we keep seeing basically black people being victimized by the state in the hands of black people, in the hands of police.
What changed between the 50s and the 60s? And I will answer your question. What changed between the 50s and the 60s?
The calendar years.
The camera. And what changed between the 60s and 2021 is the camera.
But it's all been documented. So what's the difference?
It's been documented.
Our death is being documented, but what is actually changing? Are we still not dying at the hands of the state?
We are still dying.
Are black bodies still not in jeopardy?
Wait a minute, let me ask you a question. Is there starting to be any accountability at all? Yes or no?
Where's the accountability?
Is there starting to be? You guys say I don't answer your questions. Is there starting to be any accountability?
I'm gonna say no. Where's the accountability?
No.
Where's the accountability?
If you're talking about Derek Chauvin and you're talking about
Derek Chauvin
in South Carolina,
unqualified.
Pantaleo did not get convicted, and he's suing for his job back.
Just the fact that we're having a conversation about unqualified immunity is progress, because that's the shield. That's the shield. I'm not saying that the battle is
progress.
Won. Okay. So what's progress to you? What's progress to you?
Progress.
Lock up every officer that has more than 3 complaints on their jacket.
Okay.
What's progress?
That might be a start. That might be a start.
I would say we're not there. I would say that means we're there.
I want to make it very clear that we're not there.
We have to.
So if you want to suggest that that's progress, okay, I'll take that. But we're not even there.
We have to install these type of draconian things against them in order for them to get it right, for them to think twice about doing things. That's the problem. And my thing is, you don't have to go through training to know right from wrong, is what I'm saying. And right from wrong is what you're taught when you're a child. These are child things. You are then taught racism, right? So you know that you learned something, or you start to believe something. You were indoctrinated into something, but you also know right from wrong. You know killing a person is wrong.
Do you know how many of these white boys have had absolutely no fucking content with African American people or people of color?
Wait, let me finish. What does that have to do with killing a person or a human being? What does that have to do with killing a human being?
If you have no contact with somebody and you have no understanding with that culture and you have no understanding of that person, you may or may not be able to rationalize or see that person as having the same valuation.
Why do I have to make
they're a human being?
So dangerous to black people. I do not want that shit to stand.
Why do I have to make concessions for that? Why do I have to understand you needing to kill me? Why? Why do I just not need to make it stop? Why do I need to understand your motivation? I don't need to understand your motivation because I'm dying. I need to make it stop. That's it. Full stop.
Because if you do not attack the cause, you cannot.
But what you're suggesting is that these white people should be working through their fucking inability to see black people as people.
If you cannot attack the cause, you can't change the effect. If you don't attack the cause, you can't change the effect. And your assumption,
out of here.
And your assumption is that the effect is whatever you want it to be based on your fucking historical experience. And that's not fucking real. That's not real.
What is real is our death and destruction. That's real.
You're giving white folks excuses, what you're doing right now.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not giving them excuses.
You are.
I'm not giving them excuses. No,
you are. You are because you're giving them.
Let them off the hook?
You're giving them.
You are letting them off the hook. You're saying that each death
that
of a black
stupid and they don't know what's right and wrong.
What I'm saying is
we need to teach them.
What I'm saying is
no, motherfucker. That's done. That's done.
What I'm
we
saying
need to demand. We need to demand our position in this society. That's it.
All right.
If you're not
What
willing,
I'm saying is
the
what I'm saying
person
is if
that
you
is
don't get
not
it-
treating us the way that we deserve to be treated in this society is in the wrong. We don't need to teach them shit. They're fucking up. They're going to learn or they're not going to learn. But we got to guide the society to put that person on the outs. Yes, that's what this. We need to guide the society
Everything in
so
this
that
entire-
every racist white supremacist is on the outskirts.
Everything in this entire
They
society,
lose their jobs.
everything
they
in
lose
this,
their businesses.
everything in this entire society is about correction through repetition. That doesn't mean that you get a pass for your actions, but it's all about correction through repetition. And this is no different. I'm not giving them a pass. If you do something wrong to a person of color, if you do something outside the scope of your job, throw them under the bus. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's not going to change until you correct the source of the behavior. And your assumption of
but
figure it out is not
your idea of correction
real.
is we'll explain to them why this hurts me. No.
Okay.
My source, my way of correction,
and there's more dead black bodies because you don't want to take the fucking time to explain to you what you're doing is not correct behavior.
No. Saying it loud doesn't make it correct. How we correct this system is to make the outlier further to the outskirts, further out on the wing, right? So that the way that you were racist in 1950, you can't be racist today. And you keep pushing those people to the outside.
Actually, he's pushing them to the center. He's pushing them to the center, suggesting.
Well, no, I'm saying you push them.
Oh,
to the outside.
You should push them.
You push them to the outskirts. They lose their jobs. Yes.
They become.
They get canceled.
Yes.
Yes. They lose their businesses. Yes. People stop patronizing them. Yes. Out to the outskirts. No fucking lessons need to be learned.
Right. Racism has to be expensive.
We don't have time for that.
So
you want me to spend my energy making teaching moments for fucking racists that want to see nothing but harm come to me? Why am I spending that time with them? Why am I giving them that energy? Fuck that.
Because in the meantime,
spend your energy on building
black
your
people
own.
Are getting violated and killed.
Absolutely.
So fuck that.
Fuck that. Push them to the outskirts. Push them, make them outliers.
Into a volcano.
They're already outliers. Push them more to the edge. Why do we need to accept their ideology? Why do we need to understand their ideology? Your ideology is to harm me. What the fuck do I want to? Why do I want to be involved in that? Push them to the outskirts. Get rid of them. Done with them.
Done them.
So in the chat, so just so everybody knows, we have a private chat. We have a chat where we share information with each other.
10 minutes ago.
We have a private chat, and there was a guy who is like the guy who trains police officers who said it was okay to kill people, and you should get comfortable with killing people. That is the training that they are receiving. Fundamentally, that is the problem. And what I'm saying is that until we address that, where they're like, oh, this is cool because our training says this is cool. If you train a dog, if you get a Doberman pincher and you train him to attack every person he sees, he's going to attack every person he sees.
We're not talking about Doberman pinchers. We're talking about people.
Let me give it finish. If you get a Doberman pinscher and treat him to treat everybody with love, they're going to treat everybody with love. If you get these police officers and you train them that it's okay to kill people, they're going to be focusing on killing people and using their guns instead of their tasers. And what I'm saying is if the training is flawed, then the output is going to be flawed. And you guys is like, fuck the training. They just need to be human beings and real people.
That's not even regular training. That is training that they are taking upon themselves to go to.
That's not even
That is not municipal training.
Sometimes that guy is called in from municipal training all the time.
Here's what's flawed. Here's what's flawed. The fact that black officers take the same training and they're not out there killing white folks like that. So what's the difference? The difference is that their upbringing, they know right from wrong, but their upbringing makes them racist.
And
they accept that training. You can go to everybody. You don't accept all the training that you do and everything you do when you go to work. You accept what you accept what you can, and you fucking digest what you can to make it through that day. What your suggestion is that they're taking a hook, line, and sinker, and they're being brainwashed, and they don't know the fucking difference from right and wrong anymore. That's bullshit. You learn right and wrong when you're young. You know it's wrong to be racist, but you continue to do it because that's how you think you're right.
It's the culture.
It's your culture.
If everybody around you says nigga, you say nigga, right? And if you have no principles or you have no moral compass, you feel like it's just another word. It's just another descriptor. Or you call them a yo, or you call them a bumbleclot, or whatever, or a banana, or a coconut, or whatever these racist cops want to call you. It's not. Yeah. No. There was a case recently where they were calling people in East Flatbush. They were calling people coconuts. Right. That was their derogatory term for folks in East Flatbush. But it doesn't matter what it is. The entire institution is fucked up. The entire institution is broken.
I don't disagree with that. I think we agree on that.
But we all have to sit. Listen, we all got to get together because we're running out of time here.
That's why I'm saying it's not a teachable moment.
We all got to get together.
It's a disruptive moment. It's a demanding moment. It's a moment where you demand.
Okay,
right
so let me ask you a question.
So let me
ask you a question. After I demanded, what's supposed to happen after I demanded, and then what? We just break the whole system down, and then what? And then just put people back out on the street, or do we take a moment to train them before we put back on the street?
You keep demanding it until you get what you need.
I would add you demand.
So at no point do you train people what the difference is between what they're doing and what they should do.
I'm going to suggest
we just let them just keep doing what the fuck they're doing.
No,
and just
I'm going to suggest you can't train people.
This shit sounds fucking psycho.
You have to abolish this system. The whole system is bent.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Everybody who says that it's not going to happen have fucking died in disgrace because black people have said black people won't get beyond Reconstruction. Black people won't get beyond, first off, racism. Won't get beyond Reconstruction. Won't get beyond Jim Crow. Yo, we do. And because we demand more. And we cannot fucking accept the idea that just because there are white people who think that our demise is acceptable, that we just keep moving on. We have to demand our humanity at every fucking turn. So don't sit here and tell me it's not going to happen, because god damn it, you are not going to subject me or my fucking kids to this idea that they are second-class citizens or anybody that I fucking love. And this idea that I have to teach white people how to fucking respect my humanity when in fact they know how to do it to their own people who look like them. Get the entire fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. Amen. And that's been.
This ain't about none of that, but all right, we can.
Oh, it's absolutely about all of that.
But
it's about all of that.
I hear what you say. I hear what you're saying. If there was no need for people to be educated, for especially white people to educate themselves, there wouldn't be books like White Fragility. It wouldn't be a need for that. We said it specifically on this show that racism is not a black problem. Racism is a white problem, and white people need to go train them. Need to educate themselves.
They already know how to
educate themselves.
Deal with it.
But
teachable moment means I'm not teaching you. I don't have to teach you anything.
I don't care who's doing the teaching.
I just tell you what my expectations.
I
need to tell you what my expectations are.
Stop.
Right?
Stop.
I don't need to tell you how to learn. I don't need to tell you how.
People need to learn.
That's their problem.
Stop assuming that your moral compass is the barometer for every single body else, because it's not. These white people need to learn on their own. It's not. It's not. It's your barometer.
No,
it's your barometer. It is your barometer, and everybody else on it. It better be the thing that guides you in this world, because what are you leaving to your what is your legacy? I'm saying stop saying your barometer. Stop saying your barometer.
What else is
applies
gonna
to
guide
some
it?
white man?
There's
the white man from Staten Island. He don't have your experience. Stop
don't
saying
matter.
that your
It don't
barometer
matter.
is what he needs to live by. If you don't fucking give him the
absolutely
training,
does.
so he
It
understands
absolutely
what
does.
he's doing
So
wrong.
so
It
Mac,
absolutely
saying,
does.
Mac,
A white
so
man, hold on. A white man that lives in Staten Island
Yes.
has to be held to my standard, not his. So his standard of how he treats black people is not my standard. So I'm holding him to my standard and not his. So
But how is he?
fuck
Okay.
his experience. Fuck
So
his
how is
experience.
he?
He's either going to learn. Hold on. He's either going to learn.
How's he going to learn?
Or he's going
How's he going to learn? How's he going to learn? Because you guys don't want to give him teachable moments. How's he going to learn? How's he going to learn? How's he going to learn without teachable moments? How's he going to learn? He needs to learn. How's he going to learn without teachable moments?
Here's how he learns.
How's he going to learn without teachable moments?
Can you stop asking the question and I'm going to answer for you? He's going to lose his job. He's going to lose his business. His wife might leave him. His life is going to be destroyed. Then he'll figure out you can't treat people of color like that. You can't treat Asians like that. You can't treat black people like that. That's not acceptable in this society. He'll learn. He'll adapt. Or he'll die and his children will learn the lesson.
Or we can just have a conversation.
No,
we can just have a conversation.
Really?
After he loses all that shit, we can have a conversation.
No.
Really?
No, you don't want to have a conversation. Okay.
No, we don't. We don't. Because we're done with the conversation.
How is it my job to explain to him?
And on top of the fact that if he's a human being, listen, put black and white aside for 1 second. And what I'm saying is that he's not stupid enough, or he's smart enough to understand that you are a human being. Put color aside, you're a human being, and you know right from wrong. You're taught these are things that are
That's
taught
an assumption.
Everybody.
That's an assumption. That's an assumption.
Please,
you know the difference between
let
right
me
and
finish.
wrong.
Let me
That's
finish.
bullshit.
Let me finish.
Okay, go
let me finish. Let me finish. Do you know that murder's wrong?
I do.
Okay.
Are there people who don't?
Let me finish.
How many people are in jail for murder?
Let me finish.
Right.
And they are in jail for murder, and it's not because they didn't know it was wrong. It's because they didn't give a fuck about the law. And what I'm saying is, white folks know it's wrong to be racist. They just don't give a fuck. And I'm tired.
No accountability. There's no repercussions.
Exactly. Right. And I'm tired of giving a fuck for them. It's their problem. Let them deal with it. I'll be fine. I'll be waiting when you get it together. But I'm not fucking with you like that.
The problem is that
and they know right from wrong because they know
the problem
what a human
they
don't
know right from wrong.
You know,
they don't know right from the wrong. And here's the thing is
bullshit.
While here's the thing, you can't build
they know how to treat themselves like El said. They know how to treat themselves.
I'm gonna end with this. You can't build a city unless you are willing to build bridges. And here's the reality of the situation. And here's the reality of the situation. While we are here dying, and you guys are stopping the conversation, we're still dying. So y'all can not have the conversation, and we can keep dying, or we can say, "Nah, motherfucker, that's not cool. Let's sit down and talk about why you're uncomfortable with me, and let's have a conversation about this."
You're acting as if this conversation started yesterday.
No, I'm not.
Right.
No, I'm not.
Right.
No, I'm not.
I don't give a fuck why you're uncomfortable with me. You do not have the right to kill me. You are another fucking human being on this planet.
Yes. And it's as simple as that. If you won't kill your fellow white human being, why the fuck are you killing me? That's just simple.
Go kill your
That's
mother.
simple.
Go kill your father. Go kill your sons and daughters. Don't fuck with us.
That's just simple.
There is a history
that's
in
law
this
number
country. There's a history. Like, we can see it. It's a literal history of how we've been treated in this country, and you're talking as if this conversation just got started.
I'm not.
We have to do something different. This is the point where we can do something different, where we say, we're not asking. We're telling you that this is how we're going to be treated. This is the point where we say, it's not a question anymore. It's not a conversation anymore. We've already explained to you
Over
hundreds of years, why treating us like this is not a good thing. Hundreds of years. What's the point now? You think they get it now? You think they're going to hear it now?
You know, I was doing something for 400 years, but it was that teachable moment that day in the parking lot when he told me.
No, sir. No, sir.
When he said, "Please, sir, don't kill me," immediately it struck me.
The idea of saying, "This is how I'm going to be treated now," not saying, "Can you please treat me this way?" Yeah. Saying, "This is how I'm going to be treated now."
So
and if you don't like it, fuck you.
But when somebody comes to you, so when somebody comes to you and say, "I don't understand," your response is, "Fuck you, figure it out."
Pretty much.
Yeah.
When it comes to the lesson of racism and what's been going on,
it's not
unless you're wearing fucking blinders, you know what's going on. So please,
I would say, fuck you, Google it.
Because the fact of the matter is, if you really want to get to the bottom of it, if you really want to learn, you do it on your own. But if you want to put it on somebody else who's being afflicted by the problem that you are either perpetuating or benefiting from, you're bullshit. You're full of shit. Because if you really, really want to solve the problem, you will deal with the problem. And what I'm saying to you is that police officers who still treat black people as cattle do not want to deal with the problem. They still see their skin as a weaponized reason to fucking kill first and deal with the aftermath.
All right, guys, it's almost 1 o'clock. I think we've run
a 2-hour show. It's been, it is what it is.
Brought to you by
racism. The same people have been bringing
the same sponsor every week for 400 years.
Yeah.
So what did we learn today, fellas?
Drive slow and stay out of the streets.
And don't teach anybody shit. Don't teach nobody shit.
Don't teach nobody shit. They can teach them themselves.
It's not
just
read a book. You know what, Mac. I think what you should do.
Read a book. Read a motherfucking book.
Mac, I think what you should do. I think you should stop doing whatever you're doing in your entrepreneurial life, and I think you should go on the road to white racist areas and teach them.
No,
that would be amazing.
Help us. There's somebody who's doing that. There's somebody who's doing that. There's a guy doing that.
Teach them the way.
That black guy. I don't know his name. I could look it up. But there's a black guy who goes around and he teaches. And he goes around to all the KKK organizations and he works with them to show them what they're doing wrong. And he's pulled hundreds of those guys out of the KKK. Hundreds. And he's doing the type of work that I'm talking about, and y'all are discounting it. And that's cool.
No,
and you're allowed to.
Well,
absolutely, absolutely, because we shouldn't be teaching them shit. We shouldn't be teaching them shit. We shouldn't be teaching them shit.
70 million
and they need
people
to figure it out.
Donald Trump.
They need to figure it out.
He's going to have to do overtime.
And even though he's doing good work,
he needs help. Mac, he needs help. That's why I'm saying you need to go.
That's not my place.
What I'm saying is,
and get on.
All I can do is be an example. All I can do is be an example.
It's not the responsibility of black folk to do that work. If someone chooses to do that work, that's fine. Good on them. But it is not the responsibility of black people to save white people from themselves and this bullshit that they have in their mind, that they think that killing black people are an answer to whatever the fuck problem they think they have in their mind.
You know what? My responsibility is to call out your racism, make a mockery of you, and make you a public display, and to embarrass you, and hopefully you get you fucking get fired, and I feel you lose your business.
I feel differently.
That's my job.
I feel differently.
Mac's giving out hugs, yo.
I'm not giving out. I'm not giving out hugs. I don't assume everyone has the awareness, the wherewithal.
I don't care if you have the awareness.
To make
people are not naive.
You have the awareness enough.
Stupid. I'm sorry. I don't believe that.
You have the awareness to know that you don't.
That's the problem. Okay.
People know right from wrong. That's simple. right from wrong.
Yo,
That's
as long as there's white people
do they
who
know right from
will
wrong? Wait, do they know right from
escort
wrong?
mass
Do they know-
murderers to fast food restaurants after they've killed 8 to 9 people, you are out of your fucking mind.
So people know right from wrong, but when Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley getting on an elevator, as rich as they are, people still grab their purse. They don't know right from wrong. It's inherent. And what you got to do, it's inherent, it's built in, and you got to
know
train
it's
people
wrong.
That's
but
fucked up.
They know it's wrong.
You're
They know it's
acting like,
wrong.
hold on. You're acting like that woman saw these two black men and was
do
like, I know what I'm doing is racist.
Why do
but I'm
I
gonna
care?
grab my purse anyway. She's
I'm
not
the
thinking
victim.
that.
I'm the victim.
Okay.
She's not the victim. I'm the one that's made to feel like I'm other. I'm the one that made to feel like I don't belong. So why the fuck do I care what you feel?
Good night.
Why the
Listen,
fuck do I
guys.
care? I'm the victim.
Because there is something called
Rapists should understand why they're victims.
That's very different.
Why they're perpetrating. No, it's
very
not
different.
different. Why is it not different?
Okay.
Why is it not different? It's a power. It's a power thing.
There's no difference from the rapist and the woman who grabs her purse. The woman thinks she's protecting herself. The rapist is doing an act towards someone. I'm not condoning the rape. Like, throw him under the bus. What I'm saying
is that not an act towards me? Is that not an act towards me?
Is that an act towards you, or is that an act for where she thinks she's protecting herself because she's not educated, because she's ignorant? She's ignorant.
A rapist is ignorant of the fact that a woman does not want.
No, he's not.
He's not.
I know that's wrong. I know it's wrong.
Is it?
So how is one wrong, one wrong, and one not wrong?
How you gonna?
He did it. He did it.
So you're equating. So you just equated
in his mind.
So you just equated rape to a woman grabbing her purse, and you see nothing wrong with that. That's okay.
No, I think I think what he's saying is that the rapist doesn't know right from wrong in terms of the way that you're thinking.
That's an assumption. It is clear that the white woman does not know. You don't know what's in that rapist.
No. But you're saying that the rapist doesn't know.
You don't
right
know
from
what's
wrong.
in that rapist mind. But this woman who grabs her purse, that's a reflex.
Does the rapist know right
You
from
really
wrong?
put a lot of weight in this 33%. You really put a lot of weight on that.
Does the rapist not know right from wrong?
I don't know if that's going to save you when the race war comes, but you put a lot of weight on that.
Does the rapist not know right from wrong? Do you? So after rapist rapes a woman, is that a teachable moment? And not just a woman. After a rapist rapes anybody, is that a teachable moment?
Is rape the same thing as prejudgment of someone from color? Is it the same? Are those things equal?
We're talking about the basis of your argument. The basis of your
argument. We're not
argument.
comparing apples to apples.
Okay.
Matt,
is it a violation?
Is it a exactly? Is it a violation?
Do you feel violated when someone presumes that you are a thief and a murderer or a rapist when you're just living your life? Is that a violation?
I've never been called a murderer or rapist, but I have been followed around a store.
You don't have to be.
Do I feel violated?
Do they have to say it verbally? Do they have to say it verbally for you to understand what the problem is?
Just because you're yelling doesn't make it right. So what I'm saying is do I feel
asking
violated?
You a question. Do they have to say it verbally for you to understand what it is?
Do I feel violated when somebody follows me around the store? I do.
Okay. So they don't have to call you. So they don't have to call you a thief or a rapist verbally for you to understand the impact of it.
Hold on. So at that point, when you realize you're being followed, do you bring out the chalkboard and explain to them exactly why you should not be followed? Because this is probably a teachable moment at that point.
Okay. So let's tell the story and we close out.
Teachable moment.
Went to the new museum.
You got 30 seconds.
I went to the new museum. I was well dressed, and I'm up looking at exhibits or whatever the case may be. And there was an exhibit where it was a tree, and the leaves on the tree were dollar bills. There was a security guard that followed me all around the store, and followed me all around. And there's all these people in there, there's all these white people in there, but he followed me. I felt violated. I went and I told one of the people who was curating it, the head curator, whatever comes out, apologized to me vehemently, told me it was how wrong it was, or whatever the case may be. Now, I could have turned around and do like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? But instead of that, I went and had a conversation with the head curator. So wait, let me finish.
That is your demand of proper treatment. Dumb.
No, that is a fucking teachable moment because I took the time. So this wouldn't happen to somebody else.
Proper treatment.
No, that is a teachable moment.
Oh my
God. So this wouldn't happen to somebody else who came behind me. But you don't understand the difference.
Dumb.
But you don't understand the difference.
Play the outro.
No,
I went and had a teachable moment. So this would have somebody.
Dumb. A teachable.
No, I didn't.
Dumb. You had to go through
whatever.
No.